Hello, and welcome to the video on multi-country contracts. The first thing that you want to do in order to create a contract for multiple countries is go to the product groups page. Find a product which has their state as open, and then click on the cog on the right hand side. A menu will appear, and what you want to do is click on Propose Contract. Once your countries are selected, then click Confirm. Now if we scroll down to the actual line item, the line item now shows all of the information associated with this contract. If you wanted to change the unit price for each country, then you can select that country from the top left hand corner, scroll down to the line item, and then change the unit price from there. The same can be said for the freight cost. Now the minimum number of units that you see on the line item is the minimum number of units applied across all of the countries displayed on this page. If you were to place 500 units in this, then these 500 units would be sold across all of the countries displayed at the top left of the page. This is the minimum contracted amount of units to be sold with Groupon. If you wish to increase the amount that can be sold, you can then add a greater amount within the specific product details page. We can see that you can also choose the carrier name. These options are limited depending on what is associated with your account. I'm now going to click on the Edit button on the line item. You will need to fill in these fields for the contract to be accepted: the price reference link, the reference price type, and the proof of pricing image, which is either ending in .jpg or .png for it to be accepted. You will need to do this for each country, not just the primary country contract. The next thing that you need to do is read the terms and conditions at the bottom of the page, and then click on the box with the sentence that begins with "by clicking Agree and Submit." Then click Agree and Submit. Once you have submitted your contract for review, it will appear in the contracts page with the status Pending Review. If your contract is rejected, then the status will be rejected on the contracts page, and you can actually hover over the rejected status in order to see the reason for the rejection. If the contract is accepted, your product will appear with the status active on the contracts page, as well as the dates the contract is effective, also known as the goods available date. Additionally, you can also propose a new contract on the product group page for that product group.